Hello, my name is Ricardo Cadena with the Avaya Serviceability Engineering team. This video is about accessing the Avaya Aura Session Border Controller command line interface using a System Platform Console connection. While both the web browser graphical user interface and command line interface provide equivalent capabilities for configuration, status, and performing actions on the SBC, CLI access may be required in certain circumstances. A couple examples include when the web browser may not be available due to a misconfiguration, or when the Linux shell may be needed in rare instances to access the tutorial trace tool. To access the SBC CLI via SSH, you will need the Linux root password as well as an SBC application username and password. System Platform SBC templates through Release 6.0.2 include the admin and cust logins for customers, init and craft logins for Avaya services, and the dadmin login for business partners. The Release 6.0.3 template replaces the customer admin and cust logins with SBC admin and SBC cust respectively. CLI access permissions are granted to all template-assigned accounts. To access the SBC console, first access System Platform Dom0 with a regular account. We will use the customer admin account. For Avaya services, it would be craft. After accessing Dom0, switch to a super user level account. We will use the customer root account. For Avaya services, it would be sroot. Once authenticated, you can use the XM commands. Use the XM list command to see how the virtual machines are specifically listed. To access the Avaya Aura Session Border Controller Virtual Machine Console, enter the XM console command followed by the name of the virtual machine, which is SBC. After entering the XM console SBC command, you will be prompted for the SBC application login account and password. You are not asked for the Linux credentials, which is identical to a direct console connection. You may not see the username prompt after hitting enter. You may enter the username anyway or hit enter until you do receive the username prompt. Once at the SBC prompt, you may complete configuration tasks as well as run status and action commands. To access the Linux prompt, you may enter the shell command. Since you access Linux using the root account, you must use extreme caution in this context. Use the exit command to exit both the Linux shell as well as the SBC CLI. To return to the Dom0 prompt, enter the Control and right square bracket key once you have again received the SBC username prompt. For additional product information, reference the product documentation on support.avaya.com. For detailed CLI usage and command information, reference the Avaya Aura Session Border Controller Objects and Properties reference available from the product documentation page. Thank you for your time today. We hope this information was useful. We welcome comments, questions, and feedback at mentor@avaya.com or on Twitter @AvayaMentor. Thank you for choosing Avaya.